Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to show you how you can use design system in Webflow. You can create your own design system from Figma or wherever you have references of your designs in Webflow using variables, and also using Webflow's base style guides like the headings and buttons and everything. You can customize it before building a new website so that you can use it for any of the new elements you are going to create in the website, right, in the future or in the website that you are building currently. So in order to build our design system in Webflow, I'm going to use this design system which I had purchased from UI8, right, UI.net, I guess, right, from them. It's from Vertex. I purchased it from there for my projects. And here I want to talk something about, let's say that it's a full system, right, that you can use, but we are going to just I'm just going to show you few things which you can use and learn for further of the development also in your next projects, right? So let's say here I'm going to add the base colors of these six colors, and also the primary colors of the theme, right? These are the theme colors, light theme colors, and these are the base colors which I'm going to add, and also going to add the typography, right? That's the font sizes for the display text, and from h1 till h6, and the self paragraphs and the body text, right, which I'm going to build that in Webflow. You can build all these things, the grid systems, everything that you want, that you can build in Webflow, but I'm just going to show you the use of these variables for design system, for colors, for typography, so that you have everything at one place. Whenever you make change at that place, it will replace all the color that you have used in your website project, right? So right now I have this completely blank project here. I'm going to go in this base collection. These are my base collection, right, where I want to give let's say I want to create a color. You click on the new variable, you can click on the color. Let's say let's go to base color, right? Base color 50. So here I would write base 50, right? And so that it makes sense, right? Base 50 e6 e6 e6, right? So the color code is e6. This is my color code for that one, right? And then you have base 100 and like that, right? So here I'm going to duplicate that. This is how I do it, right? We have 5 and one more 6. So now we have base 100, and then we can have base, I think it should be 200, right? And then we have 300. I'll show you how you can use these in Webflow, right, when you are creating new items. First, let me just copy these, just make these changes. 500, right? So from 0 to 5, right, it's total 6 items. And then we have C and 2 3, and then we have 9, all 9 colors, right? Let's say, for example, we use 3 4 5 6 and 9, and then we have 6 3 and 0. Here we can have 6 3 and 0, right? 0 is our black color, right? Base 500 is our black color. And then we have here, I just want to use 2 3 colors. One is the light theme we have. So I'll give, so for that one I mostly prefer to use, let's say, primary 50. And primary 50 would be this color code, right, which I'll just go and copy as a text here so that I can just simply put it up here. And then I'll use primary 500, right? I'm just going to create only a simple one, primary 500, and then we can just copy paste that code here. That's it, right? So we have colors. Now we have base colors and the primary color here. And then what else we can add from here? Nothing, right? But you can follow these steps, the same steps for all these items. See, that you can create for dark themes and for your themes. Success message, if you are building a large website, then if you want to add, you can add this color success and these danger and all these colors, right? So now let's move on to the typography, how you can do it. So here they have used Inter, so let's use the Inter as our main font. Here I'll go font family, I want to use Inter, right? Okay, so what I mostly do is font family Inter, and here I'll choose Inter. If you don't have it here, I think we need to find it from there, but let it be. Let's use something else. Let's say Open Sans. Let's not go with the Inter, but let's go with the Open Sans. Font family Open Sans, that's what you have here. And let's put it at the top. And then we have like display h1 h2, so that what you can create here, the sizes you can create here. Let's say for example 96 is the size, right, which you can create for your font sizes. But what I personally and prefer to do is this way. So here I don't do anything, I'll just from here I'll just log out, and I'll just add a section here. If you don't know how to bring these this find tool or search bar in Webflow, you just use command or control E to bring that up, right? So in here I will simply start adding my headings, 3 4 5 6 1, and then we can have it like, let's just change it to 2, into 3 4 5 and 6, right? These are your headings now. So our 90s our h1 is 76 and 95 pixel of line height. So let's go to style again, and from here click and just choose the all h1 headings, right? This is the base of Webflow, and I want to add it like, let's say here I want to use a font sense, right? Or else what you can do for your body, select here for all body pages I want to use the font Open Sans. So now if I don't select it here, I don't need to select it here because it's already there, because I have on at the top I have used that. Here you have 76 and 95, 76 and 95, right? This is your 76 and 95. For h2 it's 64 and 68. For h2 64 and 68, right? I think that's it. Yeah, h2, this is your heading 2 and this is your heading 1. But before that, let's see, I think the bold is not looking that good, so I would prefer to use something, let's say semi bold. I think semi bold looks much better, right? Okay, let's go with the semi bold. Okay, so I'm just changing two things here, right? h1 h2, and this is how you can follow for these h3 4 5 and 6. But let's say what I also do is, like, sometimes you have a text, right? Let's say this is a text, but you want to call it display text, right? But as you can see here, we have this style, right? The large heading, display heading 96 and 100 pixel. So what I prefer to do is let's say font size or let's say font display, sorry, text display, right? Text display, and here I would make it like 96, and then we have 100 pixels there, and here it is normal, so I'll make it semi bold. So this is my that one. But what if I want at some places I may need h1 or h3 styles, right? It's it on the text, but I don't want the text to be crawled by Google, or it's not that important, but I want the style of this h1. So what I do, 76 95, so just like display text heading 1, right? What was that? 76 and 95. Let's go and do that. 76 and 95 and make it semi bold. Now look at this, right? So this is how a random text, right? Sometimes you need this kind of style, so you have to create twice these items, right? One at the base level, and second with the class, that you can reuse them whenever needed, but you don't want to use the headings, right? Then you can use that style there. Okay, so this is how you can do that. And what else do we have here? For the paragraphs, you can create the same process that I just showed you. Let's say if you have a paragraph here, right, and then you select that all paragraphs and make the changes, and just like that, like this, you can create text paragraph 1 2 3 4, right? Or the small, large, medium, something kind of sizes you can give the name to it, right? Okay, so now how can we use these variables, the ones we created here in the base, right? So let's say if I want to make my black color, or this text, give this text a black color. So here in this, if you go to the color, you see this purple dot. If you click that, you can give the base black, right? So now that is using that base from our variables. But what if I just go and change it, this black, right? Let me make it red, right? And now just look at this, right? So this is what the power of design system is, right? You can just simply make one change and it will affect to all the places wherever you have used the style. See, now it's back to what it was before, right? So like this, you can create the shadows, blurs, and spacings and grids, right? These kind of blurs you can create, these kind of shadows you can create, so you have something predefined before you start any kind of projects, and you can build something like this for your websites. And you can have this whole design system, you can have as a single project in Webflow. But whenever you get a new project from your client, you can duplicate that project and start working on that for your client. You just have to fill out the details, that's it, nothing else you have to do. Yeah, sometimes you may need some changes, but that's it, right? And this is how you can create a proper design system in Webflow. But before I go, let me show you how I can create a button. If I go to link block, I will add a link block. Inside it, I want to add a text block, and to this link block, let's say give it a name called button, right? And the background color I want for this button is this light purple, and the text color I want for this is the dark one we had, right? And for the spacing, see the padding, if I want to give the padding, so what can I do? I can use the spacing and grid systems, right? So here we have the spacing system. As you can see, the size 1 pixel, the name of the spacing would be this 4x 4 extras more, and these kind of styles you can add to your variables here, right? For example, I want the, let's say we can use 2xl, right? Let's go in 2xl and 1.5 m. Let's go here, create size uh, 2xl, and here I can give, let's say we can use RAM, right? And what was that for 2xl? It was 1.5 RAM. So I'm just going to use this 1.5 RAM, that's it. uh 24 from sides, and I want 16 from top, so large. Let me add one more large, size large, and 1 RAM, right? Okay, it's 1 RAM here. So this is what I want to use in my buttons for padding purpose, right? So I'll go here, I'll click for padding. I want to use large from top, from bottom, and from left and right. I want to use these 2xl size. Now look at the button, right? So this is how you can create this kind of buttons also using these design system, right? So everything now, if you look at it, it's becoming purple because we are using a design system variables which you can change anytime whenever you need, right? Let's say if I want to give a border radius to my items, I can just go and check 1 rem 12 pixel 16 pixels to it. See, just look at that, right? So if you had a class, right, which you have used here, let's see, if I go to buttons, if I have buttons here, I have the buttons, and in this system I can use the button size, whatever the size of the button is here. And let's say if the button is it seems like medium, they are using the medium font size. We don't have for this button, but you can create. Let's say for here I want to use semi bold for the text, and I want this button to have something like this. Now just look at this. Let's say button label, that's it. So now this is what my button looks like, right? Everything is coming from the variables, the design system we are creating, and you can reuse them and you can create the components out of it and make your website more powerful, right? And by minimizing the use of the css, right, you can just reuse all these items again and again to build the website with the same structure, same layouts, right? Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something that you can implement in your next Webflow projects. If you liked the video, please hit that like button and subscribe for more, so that whenever I upload a new video, you get the notification right into your inbox. Until next time, bye.